This is, yeah, well, I just, so this movie that I'm going to be talking about is, I just have, oh, it's off the wall, bonkers thing you've never heard me talk about. And that's saying something, you know? When you don't when you don't hear me talking about a film, there's a reason behind it. But this film, Just Friends, starring Ryan Reynolds. You may think, oh, it's just a normal film. What happened is that uh is after my dad passed, I could not remember this film. Literally. Every single time I tried to watch it or I tried to find it on like every time it was on television, every single time it was at a store or someplace, my mind would instantly block it out because the behavior in this film is just so, it's just like everything in this film is so much stuff. Just for whatever reason, just my mind would constantly forget this film. I would remember Christina Applegate. I would remember Ryan Reynolds. I would remember the Boys to Men song. I would remember the bad guy wearing the choo choo hat and playing the the toot your horn song on the piano, but all individually. I would never be able to hold this film in my head long enough to even buy it again. It was just a film that no matter how hard I tried to keep it in my noggin, I couldn't. I had so many chances to get it. But like when I would see it in the store, I would like I would like see it and then my mind would go blank and I would just pass it. Literally pass it on the shelves. I just it's just it's like for whatever reason my mind would always prevent me from viewing it again, watching it again, or remembering it completely in the way to buy it online. So it's just a bonkers thing because my mind constantly fights me on it. So to not remember it, to not want to buy it, to instantly forget it after I see it available to get somewhere, like at a store or online. My mind always like has it forces a squirrel effect, and am I and I forget about it. So there was just that I happened to see that somebody was talking about it, and it instantly popped in my head because they had the cover right on there. And I'm like, hey, that's the movie my mind is constantly trying to make me forget. So, no, I'm not going to talk about any new release of it. No, I'm just telling my personal experience with this one that no matter how hard I try, ever since I got back, ever since I was recovered from my bad past, ever since they put me back together as best as they could, my mind is constantly trying to make me forget this film as soon as I see it available to buy or on the TV or just anywhere. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like when people have those people that just move them along, like when they spot somebody or in school if they say, "Hey, that's Larry," and then somebody just pushes them along to on to the next person. That's what my mind's been doing to me when it comes to this film. Yeah, and I did think about being on camera for this, but I really look like poopy. I look like crap. I look like I just fell out of my closet, you know? But yeah, so that's why I'm not right now. But me. So just wanted to swing in on here and share my bonkers, weird, whatever you call it, mind thingamabob about this that just this is the only movie it's ever happened to that my mind literally forces me not to, it just forces it out of my head. It's always like it's always like the milk that you consume after your bowl of cereal. You know? When you get done with the cereal, you're still thirsty, so you drink more milk. It's like that. So, yeah.